EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurt. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Another run here with Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
He's going to look downfield for Chark, and that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From his end zone, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
73.
Off the play fake, Hurts. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
3rd and long for Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you...
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Room to run at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. On the give, it's Mitchell. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
2nd down, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll take the snap and go down to a knee. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Jackson to the outside. Catch made by Hopkins. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they are not going to catch us. He's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On the handoff, this is Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. On 2nd down, Hurt. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver.
Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is fielded at the 20. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the Eagles.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side with Mitchell. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
That's good for a Baltimore.
What are you? Go.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yo.
Now, faking the give. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. A gain of 17 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. So, set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on second down is Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
First down, Eagles.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down. Now Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Mitchell. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.